and then my life changed all over again. I don't want to cry.
Darling, you send me, I know you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Aoife. It's nice to meet you. This usually isn't my setup. I feel like I've said this one too many times in the last few videos, but in a different video I mentioned I wanted to document my life, and this is my life. This is real life and I want to document it all. So today is Saturday the 13th. I was in the hospital yesterday and it was confirmed that I miscarried. Today should have been 9 weeks. So that's why I have like plasters and stuff on my arms. So yeah, I'm looking a bit shook because I'm in my pajamas, haven't showered in like I don't know how many days, but this is real life. This is how I'm feeling. The weather is absolutely gloomy outside, but this is real life. This is how it happened. I don't know if I should explain the whole story, like how I figured out and stuff, but yesterday was Friday the 12th of October and I had booked a doctor's appointment that should have been my first doctor's appointment, and then the day before that was Thursday the 11th, and Thursday the 11th I started bleeding. I came home from college early and it all kind of happened from there. I went to my appointment then on Friday morning, which was already planned, and I had to tell him like the whole story, that I had to basically start from scratch. He sent me to hospital and I had some further tests and scans and stuff, internal scans and blood tests and stuff and urine tests. They checked me out and they basically just said that, you know, it was confirmed that I had miscarried. It's kind of a big shock to my system because it was a shock to be pregnant, and then my life changed and I was accepting it and I was happy and I was excited, and then my life changed all over again. I don't want to cry. It's hard to stay positive. It's really hard to stay positive and to get out of bed, so that's clearly why I haven't. As you can see from like behind me, I've been like eating and stuff. My mom has been bringing me food and stuff in bed. I have got today was the first day I kind of, well, I felt pain on Thursday. That's when most of the bleeding happened, and yesterday I was kind of fine. I was distracted with going to the hospital all day, and today again I have pain, so I've kind of been spending most of my day in bed. It's now like, I don't know, 4 o'clock. I just checked my phone, it's 4:30 and I'm still in bed. I still haven't showered. But this is real life. I wanted to document real life, and I don't know what this video is. I just kind of wanted to update you and have this for myself when, I don't know, I just wanted to do something. I just wanted to feel a little bit more productive with my day. So yesterday they couldn't actually get blood from me, so they tried twice in my right arm and they tried 3 times in my left arm and ended up taking it from my wrist. I'm not sure if you can see that. And they also took some from right there. You can see the bruising. they actually had to take it twice from different, like those two parts that I showed you there, just because my blood, I don't know how you call it, but like the blood wouldn't come out fast enough, so he had to do it like twice. So he was doing it for like 30 minutes all over. My skin is obviously absolutely shitty, especially on my chin area, but that's expected with all like my hormones and stuff. And I don't really know what to say. It's hard to kind of put my feelings into words right now. I just kind of wanted this video to like update it and stuff. I wanted to show like the true feelings of this. Everyone on YouTube always talks about the happiness and finding out you're pregnant and stuff, but I've never really seen many videos talk about like the true side of what I'm going through and stuff like that. There's a few people that I know, but like there isn't really much going around, and I feel like, I think the rate is like 1 in 4 pregnancies end in miscarriage or something, so like I feel like it's nice to know that if anyone else is going through it, I'm here too. I'm going through the same thing. So I'm not sure. Today I'm feeling really weak. I think I'm waiting for my mum to come home from, she's just running into the shop, but I think I'm gonna wait for her to come home and have a shower when she's here, just in case something happens, because I really feel weak and tired, and I have a lot of pain, so I don't want to shower when I'm here alone. But while she's gone, I might put a face mask on just to kind of help my skin and help myself feel a little tiny smidge better. Okay, so I'm back. I have the face mask on. Obviously I look like an ogre. I just kind of wanted to like touch a little bit more on what I was trying to say. I kind of thought about it as I was putting the mask on, and I want to talk about like the struggles and stuff and my feelings that I'm having today. So yesterday evening I obviously came home from the hospital, and last night was a rough night's sleep. I took some medication and I went to bed, and this morning I woke up really early, and every time I tried to sleep I'd like wake up and I'd get a fright and get scared and think back to the moment in the hospital, and I wouldn't be like relaxed, like I would wake myself up. I don't know, I had a man doctor and he was really nice. He obviously gave 110% to his job. My biggest fear is like blood in hospitals and stuff, and he was really understanding of me. He put me at ease, and he helps me to like, obviously having blood taken for 30 minutes is a long time, and for someone who like fears that, it's obviously very traumatic. He put me at ease and he really relaxed me and stuff. He was very nice. He was also the same doctor who did my internal scan, which is like, they put like, you know, it up there. I've never had something like that happen to me, obviously, and it was because he was a man doctor, there has to be like a female nurse in the room with me, because I'm like a single, or I was a single parent. You know, my mum was with me through it all, and this female doctor, this female nurse walked into the room and she said, my mum was sitting on the chair and she was like, oh, you can leave now. Mum got up and walked out, like not thinking nothing of it. But the doctor had told me that she could have waited in if she wanted, because I was nervous and stuff, and because he had done my bloods, he knew I was nervous and wanted the support. So after she told my mum to leave, she said, "What age are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm 20." And she said, "Oh, you're big and old enough now, you don't need your mother in the room." And I was like, okay. I didn't really respond. In my head I was like, okay, whatever. I thought nothing of it, and then I was lying on the bed with the towel on me, and she was like telling me that I should copy her breathing movements, like when she breathes in I breathe in, basically. She just told me to copy her, and I was like, yeah, okay. And she was like, "Oh, you're gonna have to lift your legs higher," because she was showing me the position, and she was like, "Oh, don't be afraid, we've seen it all anyway. You have to get used to it. This is your she said, "This is your life for the next 9 months." And she said it in a way like, "Oh, it's your fault you got pregnant and you have to deal with this." Which kind of hurt me a lot, because I was in A&E, which is like ER, and I was 9 weeks pregnant. It was kind of obvious that I was there because there was something wrong. I kind of, like, it was obvious, like, my baby was dying, and I'm gonna start crying again, but it was obviously my baby was dying, and to say something like, "Oh, this is your life for the next 9 months, like, I wish it was my life for the next 9 months. And I just thought, like, she shouldn't have said that while I was in A&E. Like, if she said that while I was in the maternity ward, it would be understandable. There was nothing going on. I was in the maternity ward. But the fact that I was, like, in A&E, like, it was obviously that there was something wrong with me. And I just felt like saying that to me whilst I was in A&E or ER, like, it was, I just can't, like, I just can't understand why would she say that to me, because it was obviously, I wouldn't be in A&E if there was nothing wrong. And at this point the doctor, who was much younger than her, said nothing, and he said nothing anyway. Both of them walked out. He just said, "You can put your pants back on" and stuff, and the woman nurse walked out, and at the way out on the door, my mom was just waiting outside the door, she was like, "Oh, you can go back in now," in like a bitchy way. So mum thought nothing of it, obviously. She just thought she was being a bit rude to her, so she walked in, and I put my pants back on and stuff. I said nothing to mum because I was kind of in shock, and also, like, the procedure, kind of, like, I wasn't really thinking about the whole situation in a whole. I was just thinking about, like, what just happened, procedure wise. And the doctor came back in, the man doctor, and he basically said, you know, he apologized, and he said, "Your baby you miscarried your baby." And he was kind of acting differently. He was really supportive and stuff, but at this time I knew that he knew that the situation that had just happened before with the nurse was, you know, you could tell that we were both thinking about it and both affected by it. And he felt sorry for me, and he basically kind of explained it and stuff, and we said goodbye and stuff, and he said, you know, if you have any questions or anything, just call me up, I'll always answer your phone call or whatever. And my hospital was about 40 minutes away from my house. My mom drove me, and on the whole way home I cried because of this experience. My mom was very protective over me. Obviously I was really vulnerable while I was doing the procedure, and while she was saying those things to me, I obviously wasn't going to be like shout at her or give out to her. Like, I'm just not that type of person. And we were really upset that we kind of let that happen, because obviously I'm young, I'm vulnerable, I'm 20, you know. I just think I was treated with no respect due to my age and my vulnerability, and that really hurt me. I cried basically the whole way home. You know, it was a hard day without that happening to me, and I don't know. But point of the story, late last night, I think it was 9:30 or something, it was about 5 hours or something after I had come home from the hospital, and the doctor, the man doctor, rang me, and he basically rang me up and he was like, I'm not happy with the way our consultation ended. I felt like you were unsure, I felt like your mum was unsure of the situation, and he kind of explained to me everything, and he said, I hope you're okay. And he basically kind of drifted off the subject, and he was like, the nurse that I was working with, he described her and gave me her name, which is very unusual. And he was he knew that I was upset, and he knew that that situation was wrong, and it was as if he was like giving me the opportunity to complain if I wanted to write a letter of complaint, because he literally described her and gave me her name. And I felt very happy that he checked up on me and called me, even though it was 5 hours later, and I know that he would have seen many other patients and stuff, and he went out of his way to get my number and to call me to ask me if I had any more concerns. And he was really, really nice. He told me the situation, he told me kind of the causes of the situation and what I can do and what to prevent, and if, you know, future contraception and stuff, because I was on the pill when I got pregnant, and he was saying, you know, I don't have to go back on the pill if I have low trust in it or something, and he was really, really nice. And he kind of went through like all the forms of contraception and stuff, and you know, the information that he gave me on it really made me think that he wanted me to do something about it. Obviously I'm young and vulnerable and stuff, and I don't think people should be treated like that, especially, I don't know, I think because I was in A&E, like there was something obviously wrong with me if I was in A&E, and the way she spoke to me and stuff with disrespect, and she had no concern, no understanding, I think that was really wrong, and it really affected me for the whole day. His conclusion and his phone call really, really changed my whole overview on the whole situation. Gave me hope in humanity, if anything. But yeah, I think that was like the main thing. So anytime like I was trying to sleep last night, I would just kind of like wake up and think of her and think of the things she said to me, and I was so hurt inside that I just would end up crying, and I couldn't fall asleep with that situation running through my mind. It's the same today. I tried to sleep a bit because I'm really tired, and the same situation just keeps popping into my head and like haunted me. So I don't really know. I don't know what to do. What's the next step? And I just felt like, you know, there's a lot of people here and would be in the same situation as me, and I just feel like the doctor made a really good decision on giving me her details to leave it in my hands what I wanted to do. He also ended the phone call, and he was like, if you need anything, I'm on shift until tomorrow morning. And he said, if you ever need me, just ask for my name and like the area I work in. I'm not going to give any details, but he gave me that information. And he said, if I can't answer the phone then, I'll answer it. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And he really did make me feel welcomed and at ease and stuff, which I really loved. That was kind of my arm is so sore. That was kind of my story and how it happened and my feelings right now. I really wanted to document this so I knew the full story, and I could relate to people, and if people are feeling sad or lonely or miserable or depressed, or they can't get out of bed, like I'm here. I feel like that today and yesterday and the day before, and probably for the next while, and I just want to come on here and have support and stuff. So yeah, I don't really know how to end this video. I didn't really know how to start it, but I think I might just leave it there because I've been talking for like 25 minutes completely with the 2 clips before and now, and I think it will be a really long dragged out video and kind of depressing video if I keep it going on longer. So that was kind of the main point of this video, kind of just to document what I'm feeling and my situation, and you know, and I can update you and stuff. It still hasn't really hit me that all of the situation happened to me. Like, I don't feel like this is real life, so I'm still coming to terms with it. So if I seem a bit weird, that's probably why. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching and continuously supporting me, and I hope that if you're going through the same situation, I hope that this helped you a little bit, and I hope you know that there are people out there who give 110% to their jobs and they deserve the world. And I hope that you know that there's really good people out there, and there's people who are in the same situation as you, and you can get through this. And if you need anyone to talk to, I'm always here, I'm always listening, I'm always reading my comments, and I know how you feel, and it sucks, but I know how you feel, and we are going to get through this. That's basically all I have to say. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video.